The reality bit us about, I think, 7-8 years ago, when suddenly there were killings. I think some people indulged in taking monies from businesses which were untoward or not right, illegal. And the illegality was to the extent of being related to drugs or killings. So, you know, it just, but I think the crackdown was very swift. And when people say, how did you remain away from it? It wasn't a big thing. I mean, though it was made a big thing that I haven't and stuff like that, it wasn't a big thing. I mean, to me, it was very clear that you're coming to sign me for a film. I do two films in a year. I'm not really bothered where my money comes from. But when you meet a person, you sort of understand he's a regular. Mr. Yash Chopra cannot be from Mafia. You know, Karan Johar seems least likely to be from the Mafia, or Aziz Mirza cannot ever be enrolled in the Mafia. So you worked with people who you knew very clearly will take a stand, and my friends did. All the names that I mentioned here, they all did take stands. When they were sort of threatened, they said, I remember poor late Mr. Yash Johar, I remember when he was threatened for Kuch Kuch Hota Hai, when we did the premiere, we were told if you stand at the premiere, you might get shot if you don't pay money. And Mr. Maria really helped us that time, and a very decent gentleman. And you know, he said, don't worry, you stand there, it's okay. And we didn't succumb to it. When I'm saying we, I think Mr. Yash Johar showed a lot of courage. He didn't succumb to it. And so, you know, you're working with a person who's not going to succumb to it.
So there is pressure. I mean, there has been in the past. There has been pressure.
You know, actually, strangely, let me be very honest, the Mafia never directly called actors. Somehow, like everyone else, they liked actors also. And they always respected them or their work. And wherever I did receive a few calls, it was always, we are big fans of yours. We would like you to do this. And my answer with, see, I don't question anybody why one does a job. Why do you do this? Why do you want to act? Why do I act? Why do I do Night Riders? I don't question that. So I never questioned why they do what they do. But I just told them, I would not do it with you. You know, and they would say, okay, it's all right. And, you know, so it was a couple of times it happened. A couple of times we had a security and stuff who looked after us. But it was unfortunate where it went out of hand and, you know, destruction happened. But overall, it wasn't as big as people made it out to be, but it wasn't so small that it should have been insignificant. They was there, like in every business, and I've heard it's in construction, it's in corporates, it's everywhere. So wherever people find a business rising, obviously there are people who want to come aboard to make easy money. It's as simple as that, and as complicated as that, that you don't give into it.
Are you personally a religious man?
If religion is, according to me, is a language for seeking truth. So the language I was taught is Arabic and Urdu, and the books that I was brought up on by birth is Quran. So I'm religious that I call my God Allah. I believe in the tenets of Islam.
Do you obey the tenets of Islam as well?
I try, but I also do believe that as the life has changed, a lot of us take a lot of liberty with that. And I do take liberty with that. But I have taken on the basic tenets of Islam. And it's very simple. If you take the basic, the core value of any religion, then you are the most religious person because it's the easiest to follow. Do unto others as you want them to do unto you. That's it. So that's all right then. That's what Quran stands for. Yes, be kind to mankind. Okay, that's easy. Do not rob from others. Okay, that's quite fine. So I've taken the basic tenets of Islam. Thank God, thank Allah, and remember His name for giving you life. I do that every moment, every second. The kind of life I've been given, I cannot sit here. I thank Allah every moment of my life. Every breath that comes out of my nostrils and my mouth has the name of Allah and thankfulness. Pray for your loved ones. I do that. So the basic tenets of Islam, now when I look at it, and because I said I've read the other books, you'll realize the basic tenets of the other religions are also exactly the same.
So what would be your solution for this war on terror?
I think the first solution that we all have to accept is that we don't know. I think we should very honestly agree and believe that we don't know how to end this. I also truly believe terrorism or any kind of activity which is bad and anti-human is been there since time immemorial and will continue. So the only solution is how do we guard ourselves against it. It may seem that I'm being frivolous about it, but it's as much as that how when it's cold we take measures to make sure that we don't feel cold or get a frostbite. I think for terrorism we'll have to live with this truth. We have to accept the truth. It is here to stay. It's been there for many years. Though I truly believe in India it happened post-90s all over India. And we have reasons for that which are communal and we should not get into it. So forget all that. I think one, we should not have passionate reactions to it. Secondly, the long-term change which will happen in the 5-10 years is that all the youngsters should think within themselves that they own this country, and we employ people and empower them to be able to look after our company. For being able to justify our asking them that are you doing the honest thing, we need to first truly believe, are we doing the honest thing? We need to follow small rules, we need to be more law abiding, we need to be clear, honest, right thinking kind of people. Then only our employees who we have empowered to run the country will follow suit. It's not going to percolate from upwards, because they are not up, they are the employees, so they are down. We are the guys who are the bosses. So one is that. The second part is, I mean, just the acceptance of the fact that terrorism is here to stay, and we need to insulate ourselves against it by following the right path. Of course, on the practical measures, we need to have a central security agency which is not utilized politically and is free of any kind of political pressures, handled by the president or the prime minister of the country, or whichever head they decide on. The second part is we need to, of course, upgrade our security measures, and that is essential. And the third part within this is that when we are upgrading our security measures, we need to be very clear. I think there should be like a place where we know that the monies are being utilized to give shoes for the people who are fighting in Saichen. The monies are being utilized because you cannot keep on asking for sacrifices from these beautiful young men and women who are laying down their lives for us, and we cry and go and put them under India Gate and sing the national anthem. I think we need to give them a chance to survive. Before we give ourselves a chance to survive, we need to give these young men and women who are fighting on the borders, apart from on the borders in the city. Now the war is not on the borders, it's within the country. So these policemen, these army people, the navy people, the air force people, and all kind of security agencies should be given a chance to survive these attacks. Only then can we survive. So we need to be honest about gearing them up for it, training them up for it. And third, which is again a very long term, I would appeal to everyone, exercise your right to vote, and make sure that the agenda or the charter that any party that is following is running for elections gives you, apart from economic development, eradication of poverty, education, has on its agenda security as one of the priorities. And last but not the least, if it is plausible, if it is possible, can we be uncommunal about the choices of the people that we empower to run the country, and make sure we have one party or one organization running it? Because when there are coalitions and alliances, there are excuses to the management to turn around and say, see, we wanted it, but they didn't. We wanted to stick around. Then this vote bank politics comes in. I think one of the things should be, we should give one organization, one company, one political party a chance for 5 years, so we can question them at the end. You had all the rights. You had the rights to make all the decisions. Why did you not go out? Or, fantastic, you had the freedom. You had the way to be able to take decisions without any hampering of inside politics. So good, you did all the right things. I think these 4-5 things, but obviously it's easier said than done. So I'm nobody to be really saying it. I just feel these things and I'm saying it. Inshallah, all the youngsters will try and keep it in mind as life goes on. It'll take 5-10 years maybe, but having said all this, India is beautiful, and I think with all the anger and hatred and attacks on us, we'll survive all this, and we'll always be beautiful.
We have to. Thank you.
Thank you.